good evening. Andito na naman, Jet Elnar, your marriage mentor, and I am here to help you build a marriage that is productive and then that is purposeful and inspired and empowered married life. So we will have a guest tonight, and this guest of ours will share to us kung ano yung power kung magkaroon kayo ng couple community, kung ano yung advantages at ano yung makukuha nyo kung meron kayong support group as a couple. And this is a very young, medyo batang-bata ang guest natin ngayon, isang millennial couple. And I'm so proud of this wifey kasi she's in the corporate world and yet she has the time to be with a couple community. So wala na tayong paligoy-ligoy. Let us all welcome our guest for tonight, Claire Elnar, and she will be talking with us the power of a couple community. So teka muna, isi-share natin yung mukha ni Sister Claire. So, good evening, Claire. Good evening.
Good evening, Nigel. Good evening, everyone, to all our viewers.
Okay, so we will be giving you about 30 or 40 minutes to share with us kung ano bang nakukuha nyo. Ano yung mga advantages na meron kayo as a couple together with your hubby na nagkaroon kayo ng couple community. But before that, itatanong ko lang muna, let us try to inform the audience, bakit ba nagka-interest ka na magkaroon ng community? Way back ano pa yung panahon na yon na nagkaroon ka, you started joining a community.
All right.
So,
okay, Nay. Actually, we started actually as a Youth for Christ even before. So we were already exposed to the Couples for Christ community. And being a Youth for Christ, so nakikita namin how our couple coordinators work together with their sister wife and brother husband, and we are actually inspired na someday we also wanted to have the same kind of relationship that we are seeing those couples who are in the community. Yes.
hindi na natin sila ibibitin yung full story ninyo kung ano yung life ninyo having a couple community. So, pwede ka nang mag-share screen kung meron kang presentation sa kanila. So, let's welcome again, Sis Claire Elnar, and the power of a couple community. So, paki-share na lang ng slides mo, sis.
All right.
Your slides.
All right. I'll be sharing my slide now. Okay.
Wala pa ata.
Okay. Are you seeing my screen? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. There you go. All right.
Okay. So, check. Ayun.
Is it? Yes, it's loaded na. Okay. All right. So I will be starting now. Again, good evening, everyone. Good evening again, Nigejet, to our viewers, wherever you may be in the comfort of your homes right now. Thank you for staying up this late. I wish and hope and pray that you are all safe and doing well. Thank you again, Nigel, for this opportunity, to be one of the sharer of your HMTV series. It's a great privilege and honor, to be part of this. I believe we are now down to your HMTV series number 3, episode number 3 rather, the power of a couple in the community. And as I shared to our viewers tonight, tidbits of my married life experiences and how being a member of a couple community has nourished our married life as husband and wife. I hope that you will be able to pick one or two learnings na magagamit din sa personal married life niyo. But But before I proceed, no, allow me to introduce myself a little bit more muna. So hi again, my name is Claire Elnar. I am a wife, no, I am a mother, I am a daughter, and I am an employee working in a corporate world. So I'm a graduate of Bachelor of Arts major in Political Science from the University of San Carlos. So hello to my fellow Carolinians. I am working as a consultant in a quick service industry, and I have been working with the same company for more than 12 years now. Okay, now, you will see on my slide. Yeah, and as you can see in our screen, no, so that is actually a picture of me and my husband on our wedding day. So that is about 10, that is 10 years ago. So we have just actually celebrated our 10th year 10th year 10th wedding anniversary this May of 2020, and my husband is working as a government employee here in Cebu. Ayan. And then we are blessed with one son, ayan, si CJ, and he is actually very eager, no, and excited to go online schooling as a fourth grader. Ayan. And right now, I am showing you a very old picture, but this is actually, ay, hindi siya nag-load.
Kanina
Nag-jump,
load.
ayan. All right, nag-load. All right. So I'm showing you our my one of our favorite picture, no. So that picture is taken about 15 years ago. So diyan kasi nag-start yung story namin ng brother husband ko, no, John. So we actually met each other through Youth for Christ, one of the ministry of Couples for Christ, as we both serve in campus-based program. Okay. And then, yan kasama namin yung couple coordinator namin, no? And we have learned a lot with, kaya nga nabanggit ko kanina, no? We are actually inspired of other couples being in a couple community. And even before, no, ano pa lang kami, nasa high school, college, nakikita na namin how hindi naman perfect yung relationship, but then being in a community, no, has helped them a lot, no, to work on their marriage. Kaya nabanggit ko kanina when I was asked by Nigel, no, na it's one of the inspiration why we were inspired to really, after being a Youth for Christ, and continue to enter the Couples for Christ ministry. Okay, so that's it for a brief self-introduction. Let us now proceed with our topic discussion. But I would like to ask first, no, our viewers. And to our viewers who are listening right now, you can leave comments or a smiley emoji. No, I would really love to see your smiley emojis or any emoticons to show how are you feeling right now. And this question goes to our sisters at mga wives who are watching right now. No, was there a phase in your life wherein nakahiligan yung manood ng mga prince and princesses movies? Yung mga fairy tales and the like. Okay, mayroon bang yugto ah, ng buhay nyo na dumaan kayo nun? Kasi I, for myself, no, I went through that phase, no, na I was really fond of watching um, fairy tales, Disney fairy tales, prince and princesses, no? And then, perhaps nung kabataan pa natin, we are very familiar with the words, and they live happily ever after. Familiar ba sa inyo yon? No, palagi ba nating naririnig 'yun, 'di ba? And they live happily ever after. Yan. So, ako, even just 3 months ago, no, ECQ na, nung, lalong-lalo na nung nag-ECQ na, I went back of watching this feel-good movies. No, kasi, who wouldn't want, no, a love story with a perfect fairy tale, happy ending, di ba? So, ang saya lang panoorin, ang saya lang tingnan. And sabi nga no millennials no, masasabi natin na sana all, 'di ba? No? So aside from being a natural hopeless romantic fool, no, I would admit naman that I am one of those hopeless romantic fool. I am a firm believer that God himself is actually a great love storyteller. No, he is a great love storyteller, and I am a firm believer of that. But also we are being reminded, no, na yes, God Himself also wanted your happy ending. No, hindi lang sa fairy tales. He also wanted to have your happily ever after. But then let us not also forget, no, that we are also given the free will. Okay, free will to choose a life partner, free will to love and to nourish this love, no? And again, to choose the person that we wanted to spend the rest of our life. So sabi ko nga, marriage is not just a feeling, but it is actually a decision. Now, with that being said, no, I do believe that marriage is a lifelong decision to wake up each day committed to love and grow with the person you choose to spend the rest of your life. So it is a commitment. Okay, when you said I do, it has been decided. I don't think there will be someone here who will commit herself to marriage and hope that it will fail afterward. No, kasi it will fail afterwards. Kasi if there is, no, that would be absolutely out of the ordinary. We commit ourselves to someone and hope to have a successful relationship. Okay, ano ba yung successful relationship? There is trust, happy, loyal, contented. Okay. Now, marriage actually goes beyond after saying I do. No? Going back to my introductory doon sa princesses, di ba? When Sleeping Beauty was kissed by a prince, kung naalala nyo pa, when the beast revealed that he is a prince pala to Beauty, and then when the Prince Charming finally found the lost glass slipper, and they get married and it was announced and they live happily ever after. We actually didn't see the part two, di ba? Hindi natin nakita anong nangyari next after that. Okay? But in reality, there is just more to it, no? Because committing yourself to someone is actually an endless journey. Okay? And part of that journey, couples may face their own relationship challenges. No one is exempted. No, it could be from a simplest form and even deeper. Okay? Like every other marriage, sa akin, I also have my own personal experiences. It's not a bed of roses. We also share the same challenges and trials like any other ordinary couple experience. Now, the things that we need to compromise, there are things that we need to work with. There are things that we need to agree to disagree. Okay? Especially nung nagsisimula pa lang kami. Okay? So, just to share with you, ano nga ba yung mga common, no, nung nagsistart pa lang kami as a couple, ano yung mga, as husband and wife, ano yung mga trials or challenges or the things that we need to deal with. So, first is, of course, uh, basic survival needs. Simple as that, no? The things that we need to work on in providing for the needs of our family. Okay? And kasama na dito yung you have to do budgeting, and most of the time, naku, lumalagpas sa budget. So kaway-kaway dyan sa mga magagaling mag-budget, mga sister wife natin. Another is yung nadadala natin yung stress sa bahay. Okay? And then another one is not enough time for each other and for the family. So I speak for those couples who are both working. So for instance, in my personal life, married life, both of us are working. My husband, as mentioned kanina, is a government employee. and I'm working 5 times a day. And I am also an employee, so I'm also working 5 times a day. And one of the struggles that we have is really finding time for each other. Okay, and also for the entire family as well. Okay, and not to mention, di ba, the differences that we have. Kasi we grew up from a different place. So my husband grew up in a city. I grew up in a province, and we grew up in a different backgrounds. No, so isa yun sa mga things that we need to compromise and agree to disagree. Now, being said that, no, may mga pagkakataon na natatanong natin, no, na ako nung una pa lang, I would ask myself, am I doing it the right way? Am I being a good wife or a perfect partner for my husband? Am I loving enough? Am I caring enough? 'Di ba? Kasi wala naman yung relationship na to being a husband and a wife. Wala naman siya sa college. No, we did not take this up in college. Wala namang basic marriage course 101. 'Di ba? And lalong wala namang masteral about it. Okay? So you learn about it by going through it, and of course, by the experiences and support of others. Okay? So marriage is like a tree that you need to nourish with water, sunlight, patiently and consistently. So like marriage, you need to nourish it with patience, acceptance, respect, and love. Now, and let me share with you naman, no, ano yung mga resources ko. As I mentioned ko kanina that we need to nourish it. Ano yung mga, as we our relationship as a couple, ito yung mga naging enrichment namin sa married life namin, no. Number one is the grace of God, kasi we've always believed that this is not a two-way relationship, no, na between only a husband and wife, but we have always believed, no, that God is there, no, as the center of our relationship. And pangalawa is another is the family support group. So of course we are always grateful having our both of our family side, no, who are always there ready to give us advices and support us. And another is the gift of a couple community. Okay, so tonight, I am excited to share to you, no, more about how being a member of this couple community actually nourish us in a different magical life-changing way. And I will be able to share it with you, as I go on with my slides. So ayan, so the gift of couple communities, well, teenagers and single adults, they need a place to belong with. Diba? Alam naman natin yan, di ba, na uh, they, especially sa panahon ngayon, no, they long for that sense of belongingness. But let us not also forget, no, and let us also understand that for married couples, they also need, no, a community as well, no. And I will be sharing with you as I go on along with my slide. But let us first define, when we hear the community, ano ba yung pumapasok sa isipan natin? Okay, so community, no, as defined, no, is a social unit with commonality such as norms, religion, values, customs, or identity. It is a feeling of caring about others in a group. Now, being in a community, to simplify it, no, is actually being in a safe place. No? Kasi you believe the same things. No? For instance, sa couple community, you belong in a community na andun din, nakikita mo yung husband and wife. who share the same experiences, probably share the same struggle or share the same joy, diba? So it's a safe place. So it should make you feel safe being part of that. So now, um, last 2011 up to present, no, it we it's not actually hard for us to decide that we wanted to join a couple community. Like what I've said, even before pa, when we were still a youth, no, in our teenager life, and then we went to after graduating college, we always foresee ourselves, no. Ako personally, I really wanted to have a family. So it's one of my dreams to really pursue a family life. It's my dream, and being inspired again by other couples for Christ, no, nurturing their family and their uh, relationship in this community. It was easy for us to decide, no, to join couples for Christ. But I have to be honest with you, no, na there are still questions running around. Even though I've been with the community for a long time, may mga question na kakayanin kaya namin na uh, uh, it's I will be having nung una, no, kakapanganak ko pa lang noon. CJ was just 1 year old. So I was asking myself na kakayanin kaya namin, no, to serve in this couple community, to serve Christ at the same time we're both working, and then mayroon kaming baby, tapos ang daming naglalaro sa isipan namin, no. Human as we are, we also have those questions in our mind, but then I always go back to the uh, beginning, no, na it has been my dream to build this family, this happy family, this relationship with my husband. So lo and behold, we signed up and joined for um couples for Christ community. So we actually went to with a Christian life program, no. So dinaanan namin yung 12 teachings, and then um after which, no, we have been part of the community. So we attended household prayer meetings. So what I'm showing you right now is the other ministries. I think hindi pa siya naglo-load. Nigel, am I showing the pictures? Ayan, okay, nag-load na. So you
Yes.
can see there, no, all right. The other ministries of couples for Christ. So we have the servants of the Lord, handmaids, singles for Christ, youth for Christ, and kids for Christ. So as I shared to you, no, we started as youth for Christ. Hindi pa kami magkakilala noon ng husband ko. And we have been serving already. And then hanggang dumating yung time, no, na nagkakilala kami. And I can remember, no, I used to call him Kuya. Ayan. So, actually, tinatawag ko siya before Kuya. And then, moving forward, no, when we entered Couples for Christ, yan, yung pinakataas, right now, we were given the privilege to serve as Kids for Christ couple coordinator. So, yung pinakababa, no, ayan, so Kids for Christ. And you can see in the picture, no, that is actually the first travel that I've had with my husband. It is in Marikina, yes, in Manila. So it's a conference. And then to si CJ, yung son ko dyan is just 2 years old, and we're very excited, no, to join this event with the ministry as a family. So ayan. Now, moving on, no, having said na we joined the community, and then of course with all the activities that we have here in Cebu, since I am located in Cebu, I'm excited now to share with you how being a member of a couple community empowered our marriage. Okay, so to start with, okay, number one, no, it actually empowered us to be a couple who aims and work together with the same goal for the family. Again, it actually empowered us as a couple who aims and work together with the same goal for the family. It actually strengthened the family. So kung matatandaan nyo, no, na-share ko earlier na one of those questions and doubts that we have in our mind is, kakayanin ba natin to na we will be joining a community but we have a lot in our plate kasi both of us are working. No, we rarely have time for our date nights. No, yun yung mga unang struggles namin. But God is so great, no, and having us witness other couples in the community actually finding time for their family. It has just blown us away. Teka lang, kaya nila eh. And they are actually happy. And they are also working. They are also, both husband and wife are also working. Therefore, there is no reason at all for us to say that we don't have time. No? And sobrang ganda lang ng message, and we started attending activities together, no, uh, and actually not only us but of course with our son as well. Yan. So it actually helped us make time for each other and to our little family through our community activities. Okay, so naaalala ko nga, no, there is this one time na it 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 it's it was summer. I believe it's April, no, na my husband has to go to Manila to attend a conference. So andun siya sa Manila, nag-attend siya sa conference. So naiwan yung son namin dito sa Cebu with his lolo and lola. It's summertime naman. Anak ko naman, I have to be in Davao. So if makikita nyo yung scenario namin, no, para kaming Itbulaga, no, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Kasi my husband is in Manila and I am working, you know, I was having a seminar as well in Davao. And then my son is in Cebu. So nag-video chat kami. No, nag-video call kami. And thanks for the technology, no, that it is now more easier for us to communicate. And while nandun kami sa video call, no, pinag-uusapan namin na we're really excited to go home. No? And nakikita namin na yung both parties, no, yung anak namin, tapos yung husband ko at ako, we're really excited. Even though we're far away, we're really excited for the weekend. There's something that we look forward to. Kasi after that 1 week long, no, na wala kami sa house, we're looking forward sa isang activity, no, together with our brothers and sisters in Couples for Christ and Kids for Christ. Kasi nag-attend kami ng family conference sa Ormoc. And it was just such an amazing feeling kahit na hindi naman maiiwasan, di ba? Napapagod din yung katawan natin. Kahit pagod kami noon, pag-uwi namin, but yung excitement namin sobrang level up lang na we before pa kami umalis sa bahay, before pa kami pumunta sa Davao, sa Manila, naka-impake na actually yung bagahe namin para sa activity namin sa darating na Saturday. So ganun kami looking forward of being together. And with this activity, no, even me and my husband, nandiyan sa Manila, andun ako sa Davao, nag-uusap kami sa phone, it actually it actually enhances our communication. No? Naging mas open kami on how are we going to make things work. And then, yun na nga. So after a week na wala kami sa Cebu, and then by Saturday, we went to the pier, no? At sumakay kami ng fast crab papunta ng Leyte. So ganun kami ka traveler, no? But then just amen no na hindi namin nafi-feel yung nung andun na kami together. I look at my husband and I said na um, I think we are doing right. I think we are just doing just right because the feeling that we have no is we could sobrang light lang talaga na it's such a fulfillment no na being with the person that you love no at the end of the day at the end of the week no that naging eye opener yan kasi we were able to witness this with other couples who are doing the same thing no na being busy is not an option no you have to make time no? Kasi hindi naman nawawala lahat ng gagawin mo but you have to make it happen, right? And again, number two, it cultivates teamwork and understanding. Okay? Kasi nga, we have to serve in the community. We have to, ang dami naming gagawin sa house, sa work, sa community, sa ministry, no? We have to be very open with each other. Okay, ako muna yung gagawa ng task na to, sige gawin mo to, or vice versa. Okay, mayroon akong kailangan tapusin eh. Pwede bang ikaw muna ang gumawa nito? Para at least we will meet halfway. And at the end of the day, we will be able to uh, do things as a family. Or even have an extra time, no? Couple time. Kung nga, no, nung una wino-worry natin na wala tayong time. Pero when we attended, when we were hearing these teachings, pastoral teachings, no, since nagiging mas excited pa kami, nadadagdagan yung time namin for each other. No, andun lang lumalabas na me and my husband nagkakaroon kami ng date nights na kami lang dalawa, wala si CJ. Actually, may mga ganun kaming scenario kasi pag andun si CJ, 'di ba, yung focus talaga namin is sa son namin. So, since we are now more open, no napapag-usapan na namin na okay, we also have to spend time for tayo lang. And then pag si CJ naman, mayroon siyang father and son bonding, tapos mayroon din kaming mother and son bonding, right? And then because of it, it draw us closer as husband and wife and as a family, right? So ayan, so yung sample pictures ng mga activities namin na ginawa. So I believe it's still loading, no? Hintayin ko lang. Ayan. So, hi there sa mga viewers natin na while loading. No? Ayan. Miriam, Rose, who are watching right now, and also shout out as well to my husband who is watching right now. Yan. All right. Okay. So, yan, makikita natin, no, a few pictures. Yan. So, all right. So, different several activities yan. And then, sa baba naman, no, like what I've mentioned of, we are part of the, we're couple coordinator of the Kids for Christ. And then, makikita nyo yung lower picture, we also have what we call family household. So, ginagawa namin siya on a weekly basis. Dito, kami ni Hubby, we are attending a household prayer meeting separately, diba? Together with other couples for Christ. And we also have this time a household prayer meeting with our kid. So, paano nako-cultivate yung relationship namin ng husband? Kasi we actually have this manual sa Kids for Christ. So, we really have to understand ano yung magiging activity during that family household. For instance, yung activity namin dyan, no, makikita nyo kasi I'm sure you're curious ano yung mga pictures dyan. So, part of the activity is we actually laid down all the profession no na mayroon dito sa mundo and then shinare namin kay CJ kung ano yung maging anong gusto niya maging when he grows up. But of course, together with that, kasama na yung teachings natin, no, and how God wants him to grow up according to His plan and to His will, di ba? So, ayan. So, yung paano naging mas matibay yung relationship namin ng husband ko is, again, we spend time as a couple discussing on how are we going to uh, fulfill our mission as couples for Christ and as parents to our children. So nakakatuwang activity niyan, and nakikita din namin how excited our son is. And ito pa, very ano lang siya, remarkable lang na natutuwa kami kasi during those little family prayer meeting namin, no, naririnig namin yung son namin na nagpre-pray over sa amin as couples. So kasi since yung son namin, every time meron kaming mga household prayer meetings, nakikinig din yan. Lalo ngayon, no, na pandemic, mayroon kaming virtual household prayer meeting, nakikinig yan si CJ. Now, during sa family household namin, na kami lang tatlo, ayun, it was just an overwhelming feeling that our son ngayon ang nagpe-pray over sa amin as husband and wife. So, yun yung mga perks na sabi ko na it's very minsan not that easy to explain kasi overflowing yung feeling, no? Pag ganun talaga yung nafe-feel mo, ano siya, um, mas mahirap siyang i-elaborate. But anyway, moving forward, number 2 naman, no, it empowered us to be ambassadors of God's love. Okay? So we were inspired how God's love manifested in the marriages of others as we witness couples in the community selflessly cared for each other. Again, wala naman sinasabing perfect marriage. Mayroon talagang mga trials and struggles. But at the end of the day, we witness, how the grace of God, were able to nourish their relationship. And because of that, being surrounded with our brothers and sisters in Christ, we are reminded of the following scriptures. No? We love because He loved us first. Okay? And the other is, all this is from God, who reconciled us to Himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. Okay, so this passion to love and learn to reconcile, we are often reminded that it is not for personal gain. Yung ginagawa natin to serve in the community, to serve our husband, is not for our personal gain. We are actually doing this because we wanted to be an ambassadors of God's love. Okay? And we also wanted to help our neighbors. Sino ba yung closest neighbor natin? That is our spouse. Okay? So that is my brother husband. Okay? Now, it's actually being the ambassadors of God's love, help us to share love to others as well. Okay? So because of it, our love was deepened as a couple. Okay? It taught us to be more patient. No? Kasi as we serve with other couples for Christ, mayroon tayong mga outreach program na ginagawa together with other couples, Global Day of Service, ang daming activities na ginagawa as couple. It actually taught us na be patient. Kasi this is not about you. This is about being a channel of God's love to others. And having that experience, na we are serving through others, we are reminded to show God's love to others. We are also being reminded na our husband is also our neighbor. And in fact, our closest neighbor. So, doon nanggagaling yung inspiration, for us to be more patient, to communicate well and be more understanding. So kaya nga nung just to recall again kanina nung nagsisimula pa lang kami, 'di ba we have those one of the common struggles or things that we deal with is our differences, no? Yung husband ko, there are times that he is very patient, tapos ako naman yung madaling who easily get irritated. Okay? And then, there are also times no, na ako naman yung uh, patient, siya naman yung madaling mairita. Right? And then, I am outspoken. Yung husband ko naman, there are times na he'd rather show things through actions. But serving in the community, since again, we have to be in one team, 'di ba? Kasi we wanted to reach the same goal, and that is to share love, be the ambassador of God's love. Natutunan naming mag-adjust, natutunan namin intindihin ang isa't isa. And this reminds us no that marriage is a channel of telling others of God's love. No? Na if I am with my husband, magkasama kami, the actions that I have towards the situation, is it telling others of God's love? If there are things that may mga bagay na for instance, I was hurt by my husband, how can I tell others God's love? So that is by learning how to forgive, by learning how to listen, and by learning how to care. And this has been shown to us through the experiences that we've had as we serve through the couple community. Okay? Another, it actually depends our faith. And, right. So we are provided uh, with teachings, pastoral teachings in the community, and not only that, no, we are also reminded, no, that for where two or three gather together in my name, there I am with them. When we were still, Youth for Christ, no, we used to pray naman dati, even dati pa, with my husband. So we used to pray over each other. Even nung mga times na I went back to my province and nandito siya sa Cebu, and we would call and pray for each other. Now, being in a couple community, it's not just the two of us. During our household prayer meeting, there's actually two of us times four, as members of the household. And this reminds us na, oh nga, no, actually, yung devil, ayaw niya ng unity. No? Yun yung pinakaayaw niya. Kaya nga, his goal is to break up families, break up the couples. No? Kasi ayaw niya ng unity. Ayaw niya yun. But then, no, let us also remember that this unity, through prayers, no, this unity, through the community, this unity, no, being one with God, is the same unity that will actually defeat the devil. Okay. So why not make use of this promise that when there is two or three gather in my name, there I am with them. And being blessed to be with this community, we experience this praying with other couples through household prayer meetings. And it's not a hindrance, no, kahit ngayon pandemic, no, it's just a joy seeing still couples still doing praying meetings even online. Okay? And another is worshiping God with others. No? And hindi, you are not actually praying for each other lang eh. Ang daming prayer warriors na nakapaligid sa inyo. And of course, also attending pastoral teachings. So it actually deepens our faith. So there is this one instance, so just to share with you, nagkaroon kami ng isang pagsubok sa buhay namin. It was when my son, no, nagkaroon siya, na dengue siya actually. And ako personally, uh, ano siya, nung una, it was a big struggle sa akin kasi um, when I was pregnant with my son, no, nung una pa lang, in the past few months, 8 months, no, very critical na yung condition ko sa labor. So parang for my close friends, kilala nila ako, no, they know how hard it was for me, no, na parang 50-50 kasi ang dami kong complications that time, and then I have to kailangan ko ipanganak ni si CJ. So it was actually our first miracle sa marriage, no. So nung this time na nalaman namin na nagka-dengue si CJ, no, I am supposed to have a work, no, in Davao that time, na naalala ko pa, but then I have to beg off and be with my son that time. So dito, ano, no, nag-usap kami na I will be the one to stay in the hospital, tapos yung husband ko has to stay, has to go to work, but then has to go back sa gabi. And then those time, no, na bumababa yung platelet ng son ko, so we were just praying, and then uh, sobrang, nung una, hindi naman maiiwasan as a mother na mag-alala. But then, hindi ko mabilang yung number of messages that prayers that I get from different people. And it is just overwhelming to the point na halos every hour nangungumusta din sila kung ano na yung platelet, kung tumaas na ba, kailangan ba ng dugo. Tapos we prayed for you, we prayed, we said a rosary for CJ. It was just overwhelming. And then sabi ko, oh, no, Lord, there's nothing to worry, no? Kasi I know that um, I have uh, I have you, and I have this prayer warriors who is fighting the battle with us. And so yung first and 2 days lang, on the third day, nawala na yung kaba. No? So sabi ko, oh, this is just amazing, how it molded us, no? How it transformed us, no? How it deepened our faith na hindi, akong bahala sa inyo. And I'm really grateful for our brothers and sisters in Christ who have been with us through those phase in our life, no. And thank God naman, no, na nalagpasan namin yon. Yan. So another is um, it has also been a source of guidance and support. How? Basically, because in this community, in this lifetime, in this married life journey, you are not alone. Okay? They know your family prayer, and they are your prayer warriors. No. You learn from the experiences of other couples. There are things na nangyari sa kanila, and natutunan mo yon. And then there are things na amazingly, yung iba naman natututo sa amin buhay mag-asawa. So I was like telling my husband na we should stop doing this kasi it is actually part of service as well, uh, being accessible to other couples. And another is you get advices during prayer meetings. Okay, so like what I've said, nagsisimula pa lang kami. Nung una, wala kaming alam. It really helped us a lot, no, with various decisions, and yung mga prayers nila, it actually nourished us to be stronger, to be more open, to be more sensitive, to be more forgiving, to be more connected. Okay? Kasi we know, no, that we have other people in our lives. Hindi lang kami, this is not only our battle. No, we are not fighting alone. No, we have others who are there for us. Right? So I hope you are still there. Good evening, everyone, again to our viewers, to our lovely couples who are watching right now. Maayong gabi sa tanan. Thank you for being with us here tonight. And ito, last na to, no? Last but not the least, no? It actually has given us a venue to serve. Okay? It has given us a venue to serve. It has given us the fulfillment of service. And it reminded us that by serving others together, you bless not just those around you, but as well as your marriage. Every time we move forward into service, we move forward into being with other couples, it is actually blessing our own marriage. No, we learn a thing, uh, one or two from other couples. And just like recently, no, a few weeks ago, during our household prayer meetings through virtual, no, especially this pandemic, ang daming mga struggles na lumalabas. No, ang daming mga trials from different household, from different couples. And it's a fact, hindi lang isa ang nakakaranas nito. And I'm sure you know very well what I am talking about. And hearing the testimonies of other couples and how they pray for each other, no, na uh, to the point na ngayon mahirap talaga ang buhay, not all has still a job, no, even a food in the table, but then with the grace of God, no, and with this mission, still we were able to help each other through this couple community, and it just amazes us na while we experience this through others, napapatingin ako sa husband ko, and uh, we tell each other na we are going to be of service sa isa't isa. Na whatever it is na mga lapses na meron kami, it's nothing compared, no, of what the world is experiencing right now. And for we are brought together, it's a great realization for us na we are brought together for a purpose. Na I did not just met my partner, my husband, no, and I call him before a kuya for nothing. No, I did not just say I do to him, you know, in front of God for nothing, because life that we have right now as a married couple, you know, has a purpose. And probably as we go along with our life, hindi namin alam kung ano pa yung mangyayari, ano pa yung susunod with this pandemic, with the situations that we have. Who knows? We are not sure. Wala namang may alam eh. Diba? Walang may alam. But there is one thing for sure that we know, and that is we wanted to continue serving each other as husband and wife, no, as we uh, continue to be ambassador of God's love, as we continue probably empower other couple na you are not alone, hindi kayo nag-iisa, kung anong nararanasan nyo, pinagdaanan din namin yan. Yung mga struggle yung pinagdaanan namin yan, but at the end of the day, we are reminded to that one promise that we wanted to commit of waking up each day to love and to work in this relationship with the person we said I do it, no? And this is just some pictures, no, that I'm showing to you, no, yung mga activities namin. Ayan, naglo-load pa siguro. Ayan, so yung mga activities na ginagawa namin together with other couples, and yung mga different family experiences na naranasan namin, and with pandemic or not, so I'm just being grateful, being part of it. And tonight, no, it's already 10 o'clock na pala, no, Nay? Hindi lang natin na, ano, mm, ayan, hindi natin nakita na it's already 10. But thank you again for still being with us, no? I would like to leave you with this message, no, that the gift of couple community is that it offers each of us the fire of affirmation of God's beautiful plan for your marriage. Okay? And I'm excited to see you as well, no? Be empowered of that fire. And that that's it, Nigel. Thank you everyone for being with us here. All right, so that's the end of my sharing. I hope that somehow you learn from it. And let me just stop sharing my slide.
Okay, so yeah, here. Okay, so I would like to get important point of
Nigel, sorry, I can't hear you. Nagcha-choppy po tayo.
again, here go.
Ha? Nagcha-choppy po yung line po natin. Maybe we can put it in a chat box or sa private message natin. Salamat. Thank you for sa ating viewers for being with us here tonight. No, I hope you are all safe and doing well. I
So thank you for joining. And you know,
all right. I can't hear you, Nai.
okay, so we have to edit this. So that is episode that's not my for sense, and I very much like the term ambassador of God. So hopefully hindi surprise yung kasi for blue yung pare yun yung halagaan meron tayong effort do for our relationship parang anak yun ng isang marriage after that they are serving and they become witness sila nakakawa sila tao through their service. Ay, narinig ako ng mga tao dahil yung internet connection natin is a problem talaga dito sa Pilipinas. Ano? So, good evening
Yes. I'll
everyone and hopefully susunod apps namin pa rin tayo. We will have other episode to and 30 minutes. So we have another episode on building our marriages into a Christ-centered marriage. So God bless.
All right. Thank you.